Hello everybody. Today we are going to be doing a full body 40-minute Lagree workout. My name is Hannah and this is Kate. She's going to be our model for today, demoing the moves. You also will have the moves on the screen. So we're going to get started. We're starting in a reverse giant bear. So you're going to be at the back of the machine. Go ahead and cue the animation. Hands are going to be on these handlebars. Toes are going to be on the carriage. You're going to start in a high plank hold. Send those legs out and hold that plank. From here, you're going to bend those knees in under those hips and slowly resist those legs back out. The goal is to keep your hips in line with your shoulders the entire move. As you send those legs out, you're going to notice that those hips are going to want to drop. As you bend them in, you're going to notice that those hips are going to want to lift. Fight against this. Just try to keep a flat back. Nice job, Kate. Super slow. Notice she's counting in her head 4 to 6 seconds out. 4 to 6 seconds, slowly resist back in. She's keeping her shoulders rolled back away from her neck. Totally killing this move. Perfect. High tippy toes, resist it in and slowly send it out. Up next, we have a plank to pike. We're going to be staying up on those hands. You're going to keep those toes exactly where they are. All that's going to change is that we're going to pike those hips instead of bending those knees in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it into a plank to pike, slowly lifting your hips and slowly dropping your hips. Perfect pace, Kate. Again, we want to keep the shoulders rolled away, rolled back from the neck. Nice high tippy toes, slow and with control. If you have wrist sensitivity in this move, go ahead and drop this down to your forearms. From there, it's going to be the same exact move, slowly piking those hips up and dropping those hips down. Either way, whichever you're more comfortable with. Yep, forearms. So this would be a modification if you do have wrist sensitivity. Same exact move. You're going to slowly pike those hips up. Nice. And slowly drop those hips down. In this move, we want to make sure that those elbows are completely supported by the platform. So go ahead and bring your elbows a little bit closer to me. There you go. Find that plank, slowly lift and slowly lower, working into that core here. Nice little warm up for you. We're going to turn this into a reverse kneeling crunch, dropping down to those knees, staying on those forearms. Go ahead and drop down to those forearms. Stay on those knees. From here, you're going to lift and round those hips. So send those legs out. You're going to find a modified plank hold. Send those legs out. From here, slowly lift and round. Nice. Then slowly drop back down. Perfect. In this move, we have a tendency to pull in with the knees. Rather than pulling in with the knees, I want you to focus on lifting the hips and rounding into your back. That's going to force you to engage that core as opposed to putting the work into your legs. Nice job, Kate. Nice and slow. Slowly resist it out. Slowly lift and round. If you need to create more space, you can move those knees up on the carriage. Nice and slow with control. Count it out in your head and don't let momentum creep in. Perfect. Don't forget to breathe through it here. Lift and round. Work into the core. We're turning this into a reverse catfish in 15 seconds. Your hands are going to come to the high handlebars. Toes are going to be behind the S-strap on your carriage. You're going to dip all your body weight over the handlebars in 3, 2, 1. So hands come to the high handlebars. Toes are behind the S-strap on the number 10. From here, dip all the way over the handlebars. Now I want you to give me a nice flat back. So lift your hips, get them in line with your shoulders. Lift the hips all the way. Try to lift them and find the flat back. So as opposed to this, we want to be here. Flat back. Lift those hips. So can you lift the hips a little bit more? There you go. From right there, we want to bend the knees in and slowly resist out. There you go. Nice and slow. Maybe bring those toes right here behind this, just so you have more space. Right here, right by that number 10. And tuck them in. Try to tuck them into the bar. There you go. Keep the hips in line with the shoulders. Bend them in and slowly resist out. Try to lift those hips a little bit higher. There you go. So the goal here is to keep a flat back, bend the knees in, and slowly extend out. Again, the goal, we want that flat back, bend it in, and resist it out. In 10 seconds, we're turning this into a back lunge. Our first move for that right leg. Right foot is going to step forward over that platform. Left toes stay where they are in 3, 2, 1. So step that right foot over the platform, all the way down to the floor for a back lunge. Right foot down to the floor, left toes stay where they are. From here, you're going to slowly lunge it down into that right leg. Push through that right heel, slowly rise to the top. Slowly lunge it down, then push through that right heel, slowly rise to the top. If you want an added challenge here, you can bring those hands to prayer, or you can bring those hands above your head. Bringing your hands to prayer is going to force you to work on that balance. Bringing your hands above your head is going to increase that heart rate, but you can also bring those hands down to those handlebars for some support and stability. Some other options to increase the tension here would be to hop that right foot away from that platform. We're just going to stay right here for now because as you can see, Kate is still away from the platform, but she's using it to find that 90-degree angle as she lunges down. Notice also she's pushing through her heel, not those toes. We want to push all the work and all the weight back into the heel here. Hips stay squared towards the wall in front of you. If you have back sensitivity, lower back pain, you can hinge that torso forward slightly as you lunge down. Nice and slow here. We're going to end with a variation. We're going to hold it down at our lowest point in 10 seconds. If you can, you're going to bring your hands above your head in 5. Hold it low in 3, 2, 1. Hold it down at your lowest point. From here, I want you to hinge that torso forward and bow, then slowly lift that torso up. Pushing through the heel, working on that balance. You can bring those hands back onto the handlebars for some support and just focus on bowing your torso down and lifting up. This variation is going to create a little bit more of a muscle contraction in those legs. It's going to get a little spicy, but it's going to be awesome. In 10 seconds, we are done with this move and we're getting into an express lunge. You're going to grab those cables at the back of your machine. Right foot comes up onto the platform. Left toes are going to be on your carriage behind the S-strap in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So grab those cables. From here, you're going to bring those left toes onto the carriage. Right foot stays on that platform. You want both cables. All right. From here, you're going to slowly lunge it down into that right leg, holding those cables for support. And slowly push through that heel, rise to the top. Nice, Kate. So you want to keep that left leg out long. Right foot is on the platform. You have those cables in your hands. Those are going to offer you some balance and support, but I don't want you to use them as a crutch. If you can, keep the cables a little bit looser. That's going to force you to put more of the work into your legs as opposed to bringing that upper body into this. Leave your upper body out of it. We're going to get there later. Nice job. At the bottom of each lunge, we want to hit that perfect 90-degree angle in that right leg. At the top of your lunge, you want to keep that micro bend in your right leg. If you lock out that leg, the working leg, then you're going to lose that tension. And the whole point here is we're trying to have time over tension. We're trying to build that tension throughout this 40-minute class. Perfect, Kate. Killing it. Kate the Great. You got this. Breathing through it. Don't forget to breathe. That's another one. Sometimes we hold our breath. I don't know why. We need to breathe. So don't forget to breathe. Big inhale, big exhale. Nice job. We have a reverse floor lunge on the right coming up next. Right foot is going to be on the floor. Left knee is going to be on the pocket on your carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot drops down to the floor. Left knee is going to be in the pocket on your carriage. So right foot is here. Left knee is right here. Over here. Yep. And then your left knee is going to be in the pocket right there. All right. So slowly lunge it down into that right leg. Bending down. Perfect. Now push through that heel. Slowly rise to the top. Nice job. The closer that foot is to that back platform, the better. Nice job. A variation of this move is to bring it up to the toes rather than be kneeling. You'll see that on the screen. So you can do either one. I prefer the kneeling variation. Up to you. Give it a go. Try it out. Nice job. Slow and with control. We're going to give it a go. Lunge it down. Keep that left leg out straight behind you. Keep those hips squared. I see the shake. We love the shake. Things are happening. Yee! Okay, nice and slow. No smiling. Just kidding. Survive and smile. What did Darvin say? We'll go with that. Okay. Nice job. Super, super slow. Don't let momentum creep in. As you fatigue, not only are you going to notice you're going to want to go faster, but you're going to notice those hips are going to want to open up towards the wall. We want to keep our hips squared. Nice job. We're going to hold it down at our lowest point in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down at your lowest point. Bring those hands up if you can. We're going to get into some calf raises. You're going to lift that right heel up, lower that right heel down. Lift that right heel up, lower it down. Keep that carriage nice and still. Ooh, spicy. You can drop down to the knee. Drop back down to the knee. That's going to offer a little bit more balance. Try to hold it low and get back into those calf raises. Beautiful. Look at that form. Hips are squared. She has that perfect 90-degree angle. We're going to get back into full range in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full range of motion. Perfect. Again, in our lunges, we want to keep a micro bend at the top of the lunge. So rather than locking out your leg when you hit the top, keep that micro bend and let that tension build. Perfect. Totally killing it. 0 flaws. We lost animation. All right, we're going to turn this into an elevator lunge. You're going to head to the front. Right foot's on the front platform. Left toes are going to be on your carriage in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head to the front. Right foot is on the front platform. Left toes are going to be on your carriage. So you're heading to the front of the machine. Other side of the machine. You're good. You're working out. Right foot on the front platform. Left toes are going to be on your carriage. From here, you're going to do exactly what we've been doing. Slowly lunge it down, then push through that heel, slowly rise to the top. You can bring that left hand to the red pole. That's going to offer, or white pole. The ones at my studio are red. We also have yellow springs instead of black. So if I say yellow instead of black, know that that's the same thing. I just work on different kinds of machines because there's so many options. All right. Back to Kate, super slow with control. She's hitting that 90-degree angle. Left leg is just a kickstand. She's using the red pole for balance and stability. Her pace is great. Again, if you have lower back pain, you can hinge that torso forward as you lunge down and straighten as you rise. There's tons of modifications that you can do no matter what body aches you have or what muscles you want to strengthen. This machine offers so many options. So that's what this library that we're building is for. You get to see all the options. All right, we're going to hold it down at our lowest point in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down at your lowest point from here. I want you to carriage kick that left leg in and send it out. You can bring your hands down to the high handlebars. Nice and slow. Resist it in. Send it out. Nice job. Roll those shoulders back. Keep that good posture. Keep those hips tucked, core engaged. Beautiful. 4 to 6 seconds, send it out. 4 to 6 seconds, resist it back in. We're going to turn it around and turn this into an escalator lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So all you're doing here is you're going to turn and face the other way. This time, right foot steps out onto the carriage and left toes stay on the platform. You have that pole, so you can put your hand on it, help you with some balance. From here, lunge it down. Same exact thing we've been doing. Then push through that heel and rise to the top. Nice job. Make sure your toes are totally supported by that platform so they don't fall forward. So maybe back them up just slightly. Back these up. There you go. You can even use this if you need some more support. There you go. So if you have that strap on the S-strap on your platform, you can use that for support of the non-working leg. I like to tuck my foot right in it so that as I lunge down, I don't feel like I'm going to lose the support, fall forward into the well or whatnot. Again, so many options. We love options. Shaky, shaky. Yes! I did that. Nice job, Kate. Also, Kate is working out basically in a sauna right now, so all hail Kate. All right, we're going to hold it down low in 10 seconds. You're going to meet me at the bottom of your lunge. Find that perfect hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet me at the bottom. Can you bring one or both hands above your head? From here, I want you to moonwalk that left leg in. Resist it out. Moonwalk bending with that left leg and resist it out. Super, super spicy here. So the goal in this move, you're staying low in that right leg. You're moving that left leg by bending that knee and extending that knee. Just like Kate is doing, slow and with control. This variation is super spicy. We'll get you feeling all the feels. Super mega burn. We're almost done with that right leg. We're gonna dive right into our obliques. On deck, we have a reverse single-sided bear. Toes are gonna stay on the back platform. Hands are gonna come down onto your carriage. You're gonna start in a high plank. So let's hold it down at our lowest point. We'll get into it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down at your lowest point. Bring those hands down onto your carriage. Onto the 3 and the 4 if you can. Then send that right leg back. Now you're in a high plank. Perfect. From here, I want you to bend those knees in only to that left elbow, then slowly send them out. So for you, it's both legs. I can't because I don't have a carriage. So bend both those knees in, just like a bear, and slowly send it out. Nice job. So you're gonna find that perfect plank every time. Then you're slowly gonna bend into the left elbow and slowly resist out. Right now, we're working into that right side oblique by twisting into the opposite elbow. Notice Kate is keeping those hips in line with her shoulders still. It's a lot harder when you're in a twisted move, but we want to work into those obliques and warm them right up. We're going to drop down to those knees for a reverse wheelbarrow. Knees are going to be stacked left on top of right. Hands stay where they are. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Stack them left on top of right. From here, you're going to hinge out just from the shoulders. Slow and steady. Nice job. So we want to find that modified plank hold first. Really tuck those hips down. From there, hinge out from those shoulders and slowly resist in. Really fight to keep your shoulders squared towards the wall in front of you. Perfect, Kate. Such a small move here, but it's so aggressive and so effective. You'll notice on the screen we have a normal wheelbarrow. This is a variation that's gonna focus into that oblique as opposed to our center core. Just like that bear, we were working into that right side as opposed to a centered bear, which would be working into your center core. All right, so close to being done with this move. We have a French twist on deck. Hands are gonna come to the high handlebars at the back. Feet are gonna be crossed right over left on your carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, head to the back. Hands are gonna be on the high handlebars. Feet are gonna be crossed right over left on your carriage. From here, you're gonna dip all your body weight over the high handlebars and then lift and lower your hips. So I like to have my right foot under the strap, left foot free. So go ahead and put this right foot under the strap. There you go, and then this one wrapped around, perfect. Now dip all your weight over the handlebars, square those shoulders, then slowly lift and lower those hips. Nice job. Perfect. Nice and heavy at the back, slowly lifting and slowly lowering. This is our final move for those obliques, so give it all you got. We're gonna get right into that left leg after this. You're totally killing it, Kate. You are a star, okay? Okay. Nice job. Almost done with that right side. We have that back lunge on deck. Halfway there here. We want to keep it super slow. Also in this move, we don't want to bring that carriage all the way into that back platform. I want you to keep a tiny space because if you bring the carriage all the way in, you'll notice you're able to stand up and that's going to kill the tension that we're working to build into the right side. 10 more seconds. We're going to step that left foot this time over the back platform. Right toes stay on the carriage. We have that back lunge, same exact series that we did on the right leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot steps over the platform. Right toes are going to be in the pocket on your carriage. So left foot forward. Nice. You're killing it. You want your water? All right. All right, so we're going to lunge it down into that left leg. Same as we did on the right leg. Then you're going to push through that heel, slowly rise to the top. In this lunge, as I previously expressed, you have options to make it more aggressive or less aggressive. At the bottom, I want you to attempt to hit that 90-degree angle in the left leg. At the top, you're pushing through the heel, keeping that knee over that ankle. But at the top, don't lock out that working leg. Keep the micro bend, let the tension build, and then just get right back into it. You're not letting yourself take that break because we want as much tension as humanly possible. Nice and slow. Perfect. Hips stay squared. You'll notice in this move, the right hip wants to open up towards the back wall. We want to keep those hips squared off. If you have lower back sensitivity, you can go ahead and hinge that torso forward as you lunge down, and then slowly straighten your torso out as you stand up. Kate, aren't you glad that you only have 2 legs as opposed to 3? Because this is the last leg. If you had 3, who knows how long we'd be here. 10 extra minutes. I know how long we'd be here. Nice job. So notice Kate is keeping her knee right over her ankle. She's fighting to hit that 90-degree angle every time she comes to the bottom of her lunge. Perfect. She's keeping her hips squared. She has a slight hinge forward to protect that lower back. Left or right leg is out straight behind her, just like a kickstand. Loving the pace. We're going to hold it low. Bring those hands above your head for that variation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. Bring those hands above your head if you can. Bow it forward. Slowly lift. Bow it forward. Slowly lift. You're pushing through that left heel. Nice and slow. We're getting into our next move. We have an express lunge. Grabbing those cables in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those cables. Step that left foot up onto the platform. Right toes are going to stay exactly where they are. You're going to lunge it down into that left leg, then push through that heel to slowly rise to the top. What? Oh, okay. The back. Oh, I thought you were saying, I'm too short. All right, perfect. Make sure that heel is totally supported by the platform. Nice. Every time we're at the bottom of our lunge, we want to hit that 90-degree angle. Every time we're at the top of our lunge, I sound like a broken record, but reminders are good. Every time we're at the top, you keep the micro bend and let the tension build. As you fatigue, you're going to want to race through this. Up, down, up, down. Fight against it. Count it out in your head. Close those eyes if you need to. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Big inhales, big exhales this entire workout. You're doing a good thing for your body right now, but it also needs oxygen consistently. We're going to hold it down at our lowest point. You're going to give me those carriage kicks, bending and extending with that right leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. Bend that right leg in. Extend that right leg out. Hands can come onto the high handlebars as Kate is doing. That's going to offer some support here. We are almost there in 15 seconds. She's going to step that left foot down onto the floor by that back platform. Right knee is going to be in the pocket by that number 8 on your carriage for that kneeling floor lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that left foot down to the floor. That right knee is going to come into that pocket. Perfect. Slowly lunge it down into that left leg. Then push through the heel to rise to the top. Nice job. At the bottom of every lunge, we're hitting that 90-degree angle. Right leg is out as a kickstand. At the top, you're slowly rising, working against the pull, not locking out that working leg. Hips and shoulders stay squared off towards whatever's in front of you. We have a wall, so towards the wall at present. Nice job. Again, you did have the option to come up to that toe for that floor lunge, or you can stay on that knee, totally fine. We're going to hold it low, get into those calf raises in 15 seconds. We're lifting and lowering that left heel. I like to be on my knee for this one because it offers a little bit more support as opposed to being up on those toes. We're going to hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to your lowest hold from here. Hands can come up or you can keep them on the handlebar. Slowly lift and lower that left heel. Spicy calf raises. Happy Monday. You're welcome. Nice job. Even in these lifts and lowers, even though it's a super small range of motion, I don't want you to like hustle through it, lifting and lowering. Keep it super, super slow. As you lift, feel the shake. As you lower, feel the shake. We're gonna get back into full range. I want you to drop it low first in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get a little bit deeper into that floor lunge. Now push through that heel, slowly come to the top. Perfect. Great pace. Loving it. We're breathing through it. We're drinking water. We're doing everything we need to do. Closing those eyes, whatever. I'm taking a nap. All right, you guys, almost done. We're gonna head to the front for that elevator lunge. Left foot's gonna be on the front platform. Right toes are gonna be on your carriage. You're facing the opposite direction and you have that pole for stability. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head to the front. Make sure you have one black spring. From here, left foot's on the platform. Right toes are going to be on your carriage. I like to have my left foot under the strap. Right toes with the strap on your carriage. Right hand can come onto the pole. From here, you're going to lunge it down nice and slow. Keep those hips squared. Then slowly push through that heel and rise to the top. Nice job. So we want a super high tippy toe in that right foot. We want that heel of the left foot planted down onto the platform. 4 to 6 seconds. Count it out in your head. Try to slow it down even more. Your challenge is to be the slowest slow-mo scene of all slow-mo scenes. At the bottom of your lunge, I want you to fight to hit that 90-degree angle in that left leg. At the top of your lunge, fight to keep that micro bend in your working leg so that you don't kill the tension. We're gonna hold it down at our lowest point for those carriage kicks, bending and extending with that right leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. You can bring those hands to the handlebars. Bend that right leg in. Slowly extend that right leg out. Bend that right leg in. Slowly extend it out. Nice, Kate. Keep those hips so squared towards the wall in front of you. Roll those shoulders back. Keep that good posture. Be mindful of what your core is doing. Throughout this class, I encourage you to just keep the core engaged. Keep the hips tucked. Because why not? Also, that's going to strengthen that lower back, and that's going to help you get stronger. There's only benefits there. Nice job. We have full range in 10 seconds. We're all going to drop it down low one more time before we slowly rise to the top. In 3, 2, 1. Full range. Send that right leg out, then slowly drop it down. Perfect. Now push through the heel, rise to the top. Nice job. On deck, we're going to turn it around in 10 seconds. You have that escalator lunge. The pole is going to come to the opposite side. You're just going to turn it around in 3, 2, 1. Right toes are going to be on the platform. Right hand is on that handlebar. From here, left foot steps out. We're lunging it down into that left leg. Then push through that left heel to slowly rise to the top. Nice high tippy toe with that right foot. Really want you to push through that left heel as you lunge down. Beautiful. This is it for those legs. After this, you are done with legs. At the bottom of every lunge, challenge yourself to hit that 90-degree angle. So if you can, lunge it so far down that you have that beautiful 90-degree angle in that working leg. Right leg is going to be out straight behind you. Then you're pushing slowly through that heel to come to the top. One of the reasons why it's so challenging and we encourage you to try it to hit that 90-degree angle is because once you're at the bottom, you got to get yourself all the way back up. So you're creating more space that you're having to force yourself to work through, if that makes sense. As opposed to just coming down here, all you have to do is come up to here. When you force yourself all the way down, you have all this space. It's going to be heavier to slowly resist to the top. Nice job. We're going to end in our hold. You're going to drop it down to your lowest point. You're going to give me that moonwalker, bending and extending with that right leg. Hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to your lowest hold. From here, bend that right leg in, extend that right leg out. So you're staying low in that left leg. Keep that 90-degree angle. Then you're just bending and extending with that right leg, which is going to pull you in and push you out. Nice, Kate. Hands are gonna drop down to the 3 and the 4. You're gonna get into that bear one more time. It's a single-sided bear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I like to drop my hands down at the lowest part of the hold, then send my other foot back. From here, you're bending those knees in only to that right elbow, and slowly resisting them out. Bend those knees into the right elbow, slowly resist out. If that is too aggressive, you can come down to those knees, stack them right on top of left, and give me a twisted wheelbarrow. Nice job. The goal here is to send that carriage out as far as you can without compromising your form. Then slowly pull it in. I want you to stop pulling it in when your shoulders and wrists align. Hips stay so silent here. We're not lifting and lowering the hips. You're keeping that left hip lifted out of the well, but we're not getting into a crunch move here. So since we took the variation of coming down to a wheelbarrow, and that is our next move, I'm gonna have you drop down to your forearms. We're gonna get into a twisted saw. Stay on those knees in 3, 2, 1. Drop your forearms down. Knees stay stacked right on top of left. Twisted saw. So if you took the variation of doing the wheelbarrow in that bear, go ahead and give me a twisted saw here. Lower body stays quiet, just hinge out and away from those shoulders. So from here, send that carriage out through those shoulders as far as you can. Then stop right when your elbows and shoulders align. So you want to send it out as far as you can every time. There it is. Keep that hip lifted, then resist back in. Nice. There it is. So as you pull that carriage in, I want you to focus on that range of motion as opposed to pulling in that carriage all the way to where that elbow is past that shoulder. I want you to stop right when you have that perfect alignment with your shoulder and your elbow. Then from there, force it out, pull it in. Nice and slow. We're heading to the back for our final oblique move. We're getting into a French twist for the left side. Hands are gonna be on the high handlebars in 10 seconds. Feet are gonna be crossed left over right this time. Toes face you guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head to the back. Hands are gonna be up on the high handlebars. Feet are crossed left over right. We're lifting and lowering those hips. How I tell all my clients to get into this move, first and foremost, I like to tuck the working side underneath the S-strap, cross the other foot behind it free of the strap. Then I have my hands on the handlebars and dip all my body weight forward. Once all your body weight is over the handlebars, that's gonna leave you the space and the room to be able to slowly lift and lower those hips. Sides of your feet planted down is gonna be the most aggressive variation of this move. You can toy with the tension by lifting up onto those toes slightly, and heels will obviously lift up. So play with that. So this is it for those obliques. All we have left is gonna be those arms to wrap out class. Kate is totally killing it. So I hope you guys all feel inspired and did just as good as Kate. Make sure those shoulders stay rolled back. We want to keep that good posture. We're going to get into some giant shoulder press. Sitting on that back platform, you're going to grab those cables in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go ahead and head to the back. You're going to be on 3 to 5 black springs here. Sit on that back platform and grab those cables. You're gonna start at that 90-degree angle. From here, you're gonna slowly send those arms up and resist back down. So we want both those cables here. Start with those arms up nice and high. Slowly send them up. Sit on the very edge of the platform. That way your cables won't touch the handlebars. Huh? Let's wait. So start with those palms facing forward. Slowly send those arms up. And resist back down. Let's lower it down a little bit more. All right. So the goal here, we want to start at that 90-degree angle with both those hands, both those arms. Then we're going to slowly send those arms up, slowly resist back down. Beautiful. Sitting on the very edge of your carriage is going to allow those cables some room so that they're not hitting the handlebars. But in this move, I want you to stop right when your elbows align with your shoulders. Then as you send those arms up, those hands come together. Then resist down nice and slow. But when you bring those arms down, make sure those hands are out wide. You hit the 90 degree as opposed to coming down, keeping those hands in tight. We're turning this into a tricep extension. Hands are gonna come behind your head in 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind your head, elbows are tight to your head. Slowly lower those hands down your back. Slowly lift those arms up. So I want your elbows super tight to your head here. Lower those hands down, slowly lift up. Slowly lower and slowly lift. Elbows are tight to your head here. So try to bring those elbows nice and tight. There you go. Now slowly lower and slowly lift. We're gonna hold it down at our lowest point in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, open those hands up, then give me tiny pulses. So you're going from here or here, open those hands up. From here, give me tiny little pulses. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Super slow. In 10 seconds, we're turning this into a lateral raise. You're gonna stand it up, turn around, face the other way, micro bend in those knees, keep those cables. In 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, turn it around. From here, you're gonna micro bend in those knees, push through those heels. Slowly bring those arms out. Slowly resist back down. I'm gonna add a spring so that it has some pull. Come forward if it's too aggressive. Okay. Push through those heels, micro bend in those knees. Slowly extend those arms out. Slowly resist back down. Nice, Kate. Slowly extend out. Slowly drop back down. We don't want to have wimpy wrists, so keep those wrists nice and strong. Shoulders stay rolled back. You should be able to wiggle your toes because you're pushing through those heels. Nice. Scooting forward is going to make it less aggressive. Backing it up is going to make it more aggressive. Your goal is to get those wrists in line with your shoulders. We're going to turn this into a front raise to increase the intensity in 3, 2, 1. Palms still face the ground. You're slowly going to lift those arms up. Slowly resist back down. So back it up just slightly so you have some space. There you go. Lift those arms up and drop them down. Let's bring these in here. Slowly lift and slowly lower. There you go. Micro bend in those knees. Again, you're going to keep nice, strong wrists here. So you have this variation. We were in the lateral raise, as you see on the screen. You can add in a front raise. You can either do one after the other, or you can just get into that front raise. We're going to turn this into a giant, sexy back. You're going to bend those knees. Hinge that torso forward. Elbows are tight to your rib cage. Palms are going to face up to start. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms face up. Bend those knees. Elbows are tight to your rib cage. Slowly extend those arms out. Slowly resist back in. Nice. So scooting back is going to make it more aggressive. Scooting forward is going to make it less aggressive. We're starting with those palms facing up. Then as you extend those arms out long behind you, those palms are naturally going to face down. You're literally just bending at the elbow here. Notice my elbow doesn't move from being glued into my rib cage. I'm just pushing through that elbow to extend that arm back and resist it forward. Another note, I don't want you to bring those cables all the way in where you lose that tension. Find that point of tension right about here, stop, and then slowly send those arms out long. Nice job, Kate. You're gonna hold those arms out long. We're gonna pulse it out for the final 15 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those arms out long. Pulse it up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. We only have one more move, and it's going to be a super crunch. We're almost done with those arms. You're going to sit on that back platform, tuck those toes under the S-strap on your carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those cables. Sit on that back platform. Toes are going to be under the S-strap on your carriage. So you're facing me. Sit on the back platform. Tuck the toes under the S-strap. You can see on the screen what he's doing. There you go. Slowly resist out and in. So your hands can be in multiple different places here. You can bring your hands to prayer. You can bring your hands above your head, or you can bring your hands behind your head. Wherever's the most comfortable for you. The goal here is to send those legs out as you drop that torso down. Bend those knees in as you lift that torso up. We're working into that core one more time. Recentering ourselves. I want you to try to hit that parallel position. So try to extend yourself out completely flat, then slowly crunch in. At the top of your crunch, don't sit up all the way to where you lose that tension. Make sure you keep that core engagement. We don't want to take the break by sitting up all the way. You only have 10 more seconds left, and then you are done with class. You're going to find your child's pose or whatever stretches you need in 3, 2, 1. You are done. Nice job, you guys. That is it. That is all I have for you. Have a blessed day.